solo exhibition for me starts about a year and a half ahead, usually with a conversation with the gallery, and sometimes we might discuss even the theme. It may be we discuss how many paintings are going to be required, and this exhibition came together through travels to Italy and France, places that I'm extremely fond of. France has been an inspiration, and Paris I suppose in particular. I mean, I started going there as a student 30 odd years ago. It's a way of life that appealed and still appeals, although I'm not French. Scotland can be very attractive too, but I was always keen on French cinema, French painting, French food, the love of table, and the importance they place upon that seemed to me just about perfect. In some ways, Italy's not that different from France. I mean, that might sound like a daft thing to say, but there's still a great love of food. Table's important, family's important, sitting down with friends is important. In some ways, if Italy had been closer, we probably would have gone more often, but it's always been that bit more expensive. But I've been going back again recently and enjoying cities like Venice and Padua. The architecture is stunning. I mean, that I come back to again and again. Some of that is starting to come into the paintings. For me, an idea is the most important thing. I always talk about if a photographer sees a picture, you know, it happens in a split second, literally. For me, I might see the painting a bit like the photographer, but the real work then begins in the studio. So when I get back to the studio, it may be I've got little notes or little pictures even on an iPhone or whatever. Those are then developed up into thumbnail sketches, and then I may work on 12, even 20 canvases at the same time. Not literally at the same time, but with oil paints, you're always waiting on things to dry. Some of them may never get finished, some of them change quite rapidly in the actual process. I work very traditionally. I work with oil paints on linen. The frames I take a great deal of care over choosing are hand finished with gesso, sometimes gold leaf as well. And in some ways that also reverts back to techniques that have been around for 500 years. I like that connection with Western art history.